in the vast expanse of the Galactic Concordance, where 1,000 species coexisted under the fragile banner of peace, the stars whispered secrets to those bold enough to listen. The Concordance was a sprawling alliance, born from the ashes of ancient wars, where empires rose and fell like cosmic tides. At its heart lay the Council of Elders, a body of wise beings from the eldest races, the ethereal Vexery with their crystalline minds. The hulking Gorvath warriors and the sly tentacled Sereth traders. They enforced the Prime Directive. Observe, assess, and integrate new worlds only when they posed no threat to the galactic order. It was in the year 2473 by the Terran calendar, though we of the stars measured time in pulsar cycles, that the scout ship Whisper stumbled upon Sol System. Captain Zorath, a Vexery of impeccable lineage, commanded the vessel. His form shimmered like fractured light, his thoughts a symphony of logic and caution. Anomaly detected announced his first officer, a Gorvath named Crag, whose voice rumbled like distant thunder. Primitive signals emanating from the third planet. Radio waves, electromagnetic chatter signs of early spacefaring civilization. Zorath's crystalline facets pulsed with curiosity. Terra, he murmured, consulting the archives. The planet had been flagged centuries ago as a backwater world, teeming with aggressive primates locked in tribal conflicts. But now, probes had detected orbital stations, rudimentary spacecraft, even colonies on their barren moon. They've evolved faster than projected. Initiate stealth protocols. We observe only. Illyria's whisper cloaked itself in the shadow of Jupiter, sensors drinking in the data streams from Earth. What they found was bewildering. Humans, bipedal, frail-looking creatures, had splintered their world into nations, each armed with weapons that could scorch continents. Yet amid the chaos there were marvels, towering cities of glass and steel, networks spanning the globe, art that captured the soul's essence. They war among themselves, Crag growled, his tusks grinding. But look at their resilience. Plagues, disasters, they rebuild every time. Days turned to weeks as the crew analyzed. The humans had split the atom, harnessed fusion, and were probing their solar system with robotic emissaries. But their broadcasts revealed a darker side, endless conflicts. Environmental ravages, a species on the brink of self-destruction. They are not ready, Zorath concluded in a council briefing, transmitted back to the Concordance. Too volatile. We must quarantine the system until they mature or perish. But fate, that capricious force, had other plans. A human probe, the Voyager remnant from decades past, drifted into the Illyria's Whisper's path. In a moment of oversight, the ship's automated defenses neutralized it, mistaking the antique device for debris. The incident was minor, or so they thought. Back on Earth, in the halls of NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, alarms blared. A contact lost with Voyager 2, reported Dr. Elena Vasquez, her eyes wide behind augmented reality glasses. She was a brilliant astrophysicist, her heritage a blend of Mexican grit and American ingenuity. But the telemetry, it's not natural failure. Energy signature, known origin. The news rippled through global agencies. SETI protocols activated. Governments convened in secret. This could be it, whispered General Marcus Hale of the United States Space Command, a grizzled veteran with scars from forgotten wars. First contact, or invasion, unbeknownst to the aliens humanity had been preparing. Decades of science fiction, Cold War paranoia, and real-world contingencies had forged a unified response plan. The International Extraterrestrial Response Coalition, IERC, mobilized. Satellites realigned, telescopes scanned, and deep space arrays listened. Aboard the Illyria's Whisper, tension mounted. They've detected the anomaly. A Sereth technician slithered, its tentacles dancing over consoles. Their primitive arrays are probing our position. Zorath hesitated. The Prime Directive forbade interference, but evasion might escalate. Send a greeting probe, non-intrusive. Let them know we come in peace. The probe. A shimmering orb of vexillary design descended toward Earth. It broadcasted universal mathematical sequences primes, pi, the golden ratio, followed by holographic images of peaceful species. It orbited once, then landed softly in the Siberian tundra, far from population centers. Humanity's response was swift. Russian forces cordoned the site. American drones circled. Chinese hackers probed its signals. Within hours, a multinational team arrived, led by Dr. Vasquez and General Hale. "It's real," Vasquez breathed, her suit's visor fogging slightly. The orb hummed, projecting a message. "We are the Galactic Concordance. We seek dialogue." Excitement swept the world. Leaked footage went viral. Stock markets soared and crashed. Religions splintered. But beneath the awe, suspicion festered. "Why now?" Hallie muttered. "And why hide?" Negotiations began via encrypted channels. Zorath, projecting his image from orbit, explained the Concordance's mission. "Your world is young. We offer guidance, technology, in exchange for peaceful integration." Humans listened, but their history taught caution. "What if it's a trap?" whispered advisors in bunkers. Probes revealed the Illyria's whispers, superior tech cloaking, energy shields, faster than light drives. Humanity's arsenals paled. Nuclear missiles, laser prototypes, cyber warfare. Yet humans adapted. In secret labs, scientists reverse-engineered the probe's fragments. Fusion yields doubled. AI algorithms evolved overnight. "They're not gods," Vasquez argued in a heated IRC meeting. "They're explorers like us." But scared. The first face-to-face occurred on neutral ground, an abandoned Antarctic base. Zorath materialized via hologram, flanked by Crag in a containment suit. Human delegates, Vasquez, Hale, and representatives from China, India, Europe faced them. "We welcome you," Vasquez said, her voice steady, "but we have conditions. No interference in our affairs. Technology sharing must be mutual." Zorath's facets dimmed. "Your species is divided. Wars rage in your southern hemispheres. How can we trust you won't misuse our gifts?" Hale leaned forward, his eyes steel. "Trust is earned. Show us yours." The talks dragged. Aliens marveled at human tenacity, abating for hours without fatigue, fueled by caffeine and sheer will. But cracks appeared. A rogue nation, fearing subjugation, launched a preemptive strike. Hypersonic missiles. Toward the alien ship's suspected position. Alarms wailed on the Illyria's whisper. "Incoming primitives," Crag bellowed. Shields absorbed the blasts, but the betrayal stung. "Evacuate," Zorath ordered. The ship warped away, leaving the probe behind. Back on Earth, chaos erupted. The attacking nation denied involvement, but fingers pointed. "They tested us," Hale said grimly, "and we failed." But humanity didn't crumble. Instead, they united. The IRC became a global command. Resources pooled. In months, orbital defenses sprang up railguns, particle beams, swarms of drones. The Concordance, receiving Zorath's report, debated. "Terra is a powder keg," a Seraph elder hissed. "Quarantine them. Blockade the system." But whispers spread. Humans had adapted the probe's tech. Their broadcasts grew sophisticated. "They're learning," Zorath warned. "Faster than any species we've encountered." The galaxy watched, unaware that the real storm was brewing. 6 months after the Illyria's Whispers retreat, the Galactic Concordance mobilized. A fleet of observation vessels, 10 in total, led by the dreadnought Stellar Harmony under Admiral Lyral, a seasoned vexillary strategist, entered Sol System. Their mission? Enforce quarantine. No invasions, per the directive, but a blockade to prevent human expansion. "They must evolve in isolation," Lyral declared, her form radiating authority, lest their chaos spreads. The fleet positioned at the Eort cloud, deploying sensor buoys and warp inhibitors. Human telescopes spotted them first glints against the void. "Incoming," Vasquez announced, in the IERC war room, now a fortified bunker beneath the Rockies. Screens flickered with data from repurposed Hubble successors. Global leaders convened virtually. "We can't fight that," a European diplomat despaired. Hale smirked. "Can't we? We've been busy." In the interim, humanity had exploded in innovation. Alien tech from the probe jump-started advancements. Anti-gravity drives, quantum computing, neural interfaces. Factories churned out starships crewed by galactic standards, but armed to the teeth. The United Earth Fleet UEF numbered 50 vessels, each crewed by elite pilots trained in zero-G combat. "We send a message," President Anya Petrova of the Reformed Global Alliance decided. "Peace, but on our terms." A human envoy ship, the Endeavour, approached the fleet under white flag protocols. Captain Ayesha Khan, a Pakistani-born tactician, hailed them. "We seek dialogue. Remove your blockade or face consequences." Liro laughed, a tinkling sound like breaking glass. "Consequences. Your toys amuse us, Terran. Stand down." But humans had prepared contingencies. As talks stalled, UEF ships uncloaked, using adapted alien tech flanking the fleet. "Now," Khan ordered. The battle ignited. Human missiles, tipped with antimatter warheads derived from probe scraps, pierced shields. Alien vessels designed for exploration, not war, faltered. The stellar harmony fired back, vaporizing 3 human ships, but the swarm overwhelmed. "Impossible," Liro gasped, as hull breaches multiplied. Gorvath warriors boarded human vessels only to meet Marines in powered exosuits, wielding plasma rifles. Fights devolved into brutal melees, humans, ferocity shocking the invaders. Cragg, aboard a boarding party, swung his energy axe at a squad of soldiers. "Die, primates." But Sergeant Rico Torres, a former MMA champion, augmented with cybernetics, dodged and countered with a vibroknife. "Not today, big guy." The Gorvath fell, his armor cracked. In space, a ICO-ordinated drone swarms harassed the fleet, exploiting weaknesses scanned from initial encounters. "They're adapting in real time," a Seraph engineer wailed. Liro ordered retreat. Half the fleet limped away, warp drives straining. The survivors broadcasted distress. Terra resists. "They are warriors unbound." News rippled through the concordance. Panic ensued. "How?" "They were primitives," elders cried. But humans didn't pursue. Instead, they broadcasted, "We defend our home. Come in peace or not at all." Emissaries arrived next, true diplomats from neutral species. Talks resumed, this time on Earth's moon base. Vasquez, now a legend, led negotiations. "We want partnership, not subjugation," the galaxy learned. Humans were resilient, innovative, unforgiving. They terraformed Mars in years, not centuries. Their art inspired, their science revolutionized. Alliances formed not out of fear, but respect. Yet, whispers lingered. The galaxy wasn't ready, Zorth reflected, watching from afar. But perhaps we needed them. Humanity stepped onto the stars, not as conquerors, but as equals. Fuck yeah.